a lot of strange things are happening with my work, too, as a hypnotist. So I just want to say a few things before I get into this part. You probably know I do past life regression, past life therapy. I've been doing it for 40 years, 30 years consistently, and 20 years as a UFO investigator. I work in the deepest possible level of trance, the somnambulistic level. A lot of my hypnotists say they won't work there. They're afraid to work there. They said strange things happen there. Some of the important information that they gave me that we needed to understand was about the seeding of the planet Earth. And a lot of people have trouble with this because they think that where is God in this whole picture? And are they playing God? But they say this is the way life has been done throughout the universe forever. They said strange things happen there. See, we are getting ready. We're in the middle of it now. It's happening now. We are moving into a new dimension. The entire world is shifting into a new dimension, a new frequency. I think I've talked before to either here or in other groups about their dimensions all around us. We just can't see them. They're all vibrating at different frequencies. Now, we are surrounded by dimensions. We can't see them because they're vibrating at different frequencies. There are cities there, there are peoples there. I think this is where the different time zones are, the past, the future. They're all vibrating at different frequencies. And the aliens know how to go back and forth in these frequencies. This is the way they travel. They don't travel so much with fuel, as some of the other investigators used to give me a hard time. They wanted to know what kind of fuel do we have to go from here to the next star out there. And how many of the speed of light. They said it's not done that way. The UFOs are propelled by thought. It can be the group thought of everybody on the craft or the individual thought. They have crystals on board the craft, and the energy is stored in these crystals. And this is what propels them. And when they want to travel from one place to another, they change the vibration of their frequency. They speed it up. And when they speed it up, they will go into the other dimension. Some people have seen UFOs in the sky at night. They'll suddenly flash and disappear. And other ones will see one suddenly flash in. That's because they are changing the frequency, the vibration of the ship, and are hitting that wall where the two dimensions clash, and they suddenly are over in the other dimension. Just like Star Trek, and when you see whenever they go into Mach 1, they suddenly just disappear. And I'm beginning to think that all of these time dimensions in the past are existing in the same way as a frequency, as a dimension. And when we were talking to Nostradamus, we were able to tune in on that frequency and communicate like having a telephone. And it is some way, it's like tuning a radio or a television. Somehow we were able to communicate across time. They are doing the same thing. And this is why they are aware of everything that's happening. But the most important thing of all, especially right now, is to get rid of all this old karma. We're going to go into something that's very important. We're going into a new world, a new earth. You can't drag this karma with you. The new earth is going to be beautiful and perfect and positive. There's no room for negative karma. You've got to get rid of it. And that's when I'm working with my clients, we discuss these things. What is the quickest but not the easiest way to get rid of karma? You know? Some people say, do it back to them. That doesn't do anything but keep perpetuating. Forgive. You have to forgive. You got to let it go. Very, very difficult. Very, very hard. Kirkwood. We were talking about the new earth, and she said she had this vision of the earth as a solid ball. Then she saw it begin to separate and move apart the way a cell does when it begins to separate and reproduce, pulling apart like a cell until it broke apart into two earths. Over here, she heard them saying, "We did it, we did it, we did it." Over here she heard them say, "Poor thing, she died," believing all of that. So see, the one will not be aware of the other. That's what they mean by those left behind, will not even be aware that anything has happened. The old earth is still there, vibrating at this lower frequency with all these terrible things happening to it, but the other earth moves into the new dimensions, vibrating so fast it becomes invisible. So they are not aware anything has ever happened.